Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of the most entertaining and talked about moments to come out of daytime television recently, and it involves two of the biggest names in morning TV, the one and only Kelly Ripa and the ever-polished Ryan Seacrest. Now, if you follow Live with Kelly and Ryan, or these days, Live with Kelly and Mark, you already know that this show has never been short on laughs, surprises, or those delightfully awkward behind-the-scenes moments that make morning television so addictively watchable. But this particular moment, this one took things to a whole new level. Kelly Ripa went on record on live television to expose what she describes as Ryan Seacrest's constant wardrobe malfunctions, and the story behind it is funnier and more revealing than you might expect. Let's get into it. To truly appreciate this moment, you have to understand the dynamic between Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest, because these two share one of the most genuinely entertaining on-screen partnerships daytime TV has ever produced. Kelly Ripa, of course, has been a fixture of morning television for well over 2 decades. She first rose to fame as Haley Vaughn on the legendary soap opera All My Children, but it was her transition to Live with Regis and Kelly back in 2001 that truly cemented her as a daytime television icon. Her chemistry with the late great Regis Philbin was the stuff of TV legend, and when Regis retired in 2011, the show went through a long search for a permanent co-host before Ryan Seacrest stepped into the role in 2017. Ryan Seacrest, on the other hand, is practically a brand unto himself. The man has hosted American Idol since its debut in 2002, ran his own radio show, produced major television hits, and somehow managed to do it all while looking like he just stepped off the cover of a men's fashion magazine. Seacrest has long had a reputation for being impeccably dressed, meticulously groomed, and professionally polished at all times. He is, in every sense of the word, a television professional who takes his appearance seriously, which is precisely what makes Kelly's on-air revelations so spectacularly funny. Because according to Kelly Ripa, the man whose image is practically synonymous with sharp suits and perfect hair has been walking around with wardrobe malfunctions, and not just once or twice. Constantly. So here is what went down. During a live broadcast of the show, in that wonderfully unscripted, freewheeling portion of the program where Kelly and Ryan would just riff off each other and share personal anecdotes, Kelly Ripa dropped this bombshell on her co-host with a kind of casual confidence that only someone who has been doing live television for 20-plus years could pull off. She revealed to the audience, and by extension to the millions of viewers watching at home, that Ryan Seacrest has a habit of experiencing wardrobe malfunctions that are, in her words, constant. Now, the details of exactly what these malfunctions entailed were shared with that signature Kelly Ripa blend of humor and barely contained delight. She was not being mean-spirited about it. This is important to note, because anyone who watches the show regularly knows that the banter between Kelly and Ryan has always been warm, playful, and rooted in genuine affection and mutual respect. But she was absolutely not letting Ryan off the hook either. She called him out with a kind of specificity that suggested this was not a one-time observation. This was something she had apparently been quietly noticing, quietly cataloging, and waiting for exactly the right moment to share with the world. Ryan Seacrest's reaction was everything you would want it to be. The man who was almost never caught off guard on camera looked genuinely flustered, which, if you know Ryan Seacrest, is basically the television equivalent of a unicorn sighting. He laughed, he tried to deflect, he attempted to explain himself, but Kelly, being Kelly, was not about to let the moment pass without fully savoring it. She pressed on, the studio audience was eating it up, and the whole segment turned into one of those genuinely spontaneous, laugh-out-loud moments of live television that no writer's room could ever fully manufacture. What makes this even more interesting is the broader context of how this kind of thing happens on a show like Live. The production involves quick costume changes, sponsored wardrobe segments, last-minute outfit decisions, and the general chaos of producing a live daily talk show. So the idea that someone, even someone as put together as Ryan Seacrest, might occasionally have a button that's not quite right, a tie that's slightly off, or some other minor sartorial slip is, when you think about it, entirely plausible. But Kelly's use of the word constant is what really sent the internet into a frenzy. Because constant implies this is a pattern. This is a thing. And Kelly Ripa has apparently been witness to all of it. As you might expect, the clip traveled fast. Social media picked it up almost immediately, and within hours, it was making the rounds across Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and entertainment news outlets. Fans of the show flooded the comments sections with laughing emojis and declarations of love for Kelly's unfiltered honesty, with many viewers saying this was exactly the kind of moment that made them tune in every morning in the first place. "This is why Kelly Ripa is a national treasure," read one widely shared comment, and honestly, the sentiment was echoed across platforms. Entertainment news outlets picked up the story quickly, with many highlighting it as a perfect example of the kind of authentic, spontaneous television that morning shows used to be famous for, and that has become increasingly rare in an era of heavily produced and carefully managed celebrity appearances. Several commentators pointed out that moments like this one are a reminder of why Live has maintained such a loyal viewership for decades, because at its best, it feels genuinely real in a way that a lot of television simply does not. Ryan Seacrest fans also showed up in force, with many rushing to his defense in the most good-natured way possible, insisting that a few wardrobe malfunctions only made him more relatable and human. Some even suggested that Ryan should lean into it, that the image of the impossibly polished TV host with a secret wardrobe malfunction habit was somehow even more charming than the perfectly put-together version the world usually sees. On the surface, this is a fun, lighthearted story about two television personalities sharing a genuinely funny moment on live TV. But if you dig a little deeper, it actually says something quite meaningful about both Kelly Ripa and the enduring appeal of the show she has anchored for so many years. Kelly's willingness to call out her co-host, affectionately, but without hesitation, speaks to a kind of confidence and comfort that only comes from years of doing this job and doing it exceptionally well. She is not reading from a script here. She is not playing a character. She is just Kelly, having a real moment with someone she has shared a studio with for years, and she is trusting that her audience will appreciate the honesty. That kind of authenticity is genuinely rare in today's media landscape, and it is a big part of why Kelly Ripa remains one of the most beloved figures in daytime television. She has always had the ability to make her audience feel like they are in on the joke, like they are friends who get to watch from the living room while something real and unscripted unfolds. And moments like this one are the purest expression of that gift. For Ryan Seacrest, the moment is equally telling. The fact that he handled it with good humor, self-deprecation, and grace is a testament to his own considerable charm and professionalism. A lesser television personality might have bristled or deflected more aggressively. Seacrest leaned into it, and in doing so, reminded everyone why he has remained a constant presence at the top of the television industry for over 2 decades. Looking ahead, this moment is likely to become one of those beloved, frequently referenced clips from the live archives, the kind that gets pulled out during anniversary specials and retrospectives for years to come. It also raises a fun question about what other behind-the-scenes secrets Kelly Ripa might be sitting on. If she is willing to go here on live television, what else is in that vault? Fans are already speculating, and frankly, the anticipation alone is enough to keep people tuning in every morning just in case lightning strikes twice. It also speaks to the continued relevance and vitality of Live as a program. In a media landscape that has seen daytime television struggle to maintain viewership against streaming platforms and social media, moments like this one serve as a powerful reminder that live, unscripted television still has the power to generate genuine cultural conversation. No algorithm can manufacture that kind of spontaneity, and no streaming platform can replicate the thrill of watching something unexpected unfold in real time. At the end of the day, what we witnessed was a masterclass in live television, 2 seasoned professionals sharing a genuinely funny, warm, an unscripted moment that reminded millions of viewers exactly why they fell in love with morning TV in the first place. Ripa exposed Ryan Seacrest's wardrobe malfunction habit with all the confidence and comedic timing of someone who has been owning that studio for over 2 decades. Ryan took it like the true professional he is. And the audience, both in the studio and at home, got to be part of something real, something spontaneous, and something that no amount of careful production planning could ever fully recreate. That is the magic of live television, and that is the magic of Ripa. Now we want to hear from you. Are you a fan of those unscripted, off-the-cuff moments on morning shows, or do you prefer things to stay on script? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're down there, let us know whose side you are on, Team Kelly for spilling the tea, or Team Ryan for being the most charming wardrobe malfunction victim on television. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who loves their morning TV, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a story. We'll see you in the next one.